Assalamualaikum and very good day to the honorable judges and everyone. My name is BINTI YAZID. I'm 16 and I'm from SMK BANDAR BANTING. Today I'll be talking about 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Pincott. This book contains 288 pages and it was published in 2018. 5 Feet Apart is about two teens with cystic fibrosis or CF dealing with first love and the uncertainty of their futures. If you didn't know what cystic fibrosis is, it is a genetic disorder that mostly affects the lung, but also the pancreas, liver, kidneys, and intestine. Long-term issues include difficulty breathing and coughing up mucus as a result of frequent lung infection. As you get into the story, you will understand why does it call 5 Feet Apart. This story follows two main characters, and that is Stella and Will. Stella is an organized achiever who has a life in order and manages her medication and treatment efficiently, while Will is the total opposite. He is like this because his condition has been diagnosed as terminal, so he doesn't really care about the treatment. He just wants to unplug the machine and celebrate his 18th birthday just like any other normal teenager would. The bacteria that's infecting Will is easily transmitted and drug resistant, and it drastically shortened the already short lifespan of CF patient, so he doesn't really see any point in fighting his death that feels so imminently inevitable. He has come to a term that he's going to die no matter what. But it is different for Stella. She hopes that one day she will be able to live a normal life after she gets a new pair of lungs. When Stella and Will first meet on the ward, they infuriate each other, but as in true opposite attract fashion, romance eventually blooms. This novel takes place in less than 2 weeks, and in that short amount of time, Stella and Will broke the rule that they need to follow, and that is shortening the distance between them to 5 feet away rather than 6. Hence, the novel is called 5 Feet Apart because of this. Eventually, Stella undergoes a successful lung transplant, and Will asks her to live her life fully rather than to continue watching his decline. The novel ending, however, provides a spark of hope that the two will continue their relationship. The main theme in 5 Feet Apart are life and death, love and rebellion. This novel explores what makes life worth living through the relationship between Stella and Will, both of whom have cystic fibrosis, a potentially deadly disease. The love that Stella feels for Will and her friend demonstrate that the idea of love in all its form is an essential part of a meaningful life. Will convince Stella to break some of the rules imposed on them, believing that living life fully is much more important than extending the life as long as possible. There are also other themes such as friendship, loneliness, isolation, guilt, happiness, longing, fear, hope, and family. Though the book is essentially a romance, bigger issues of how big the illnesses affect the family and how the patient deal with CF are an important part of the story as well, even though the book doesn't give an accurate depiction of cystic fibrosis from a medical perspective. It perfectly describes the emotional state of the patient, thought process, and their coping mechanism. I like this novel a lot because it teaches us to live our life to the fullest and never take anything for granted, because you and I will never know what might happen tomorrow. This book also reminds me a lot of The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Well, that's all from me. Thank you.